Hi, everyone. I'm Steve Farrell, the Executive Director of Humanities Team, and I want to thank all of you so much for participating in Global Oneness Day 2019. What an incredible year it's been. Of course, it's our 10th anniversary year. And this year, we broadcast over 6 days, 21 panels with incredible host leaders and panelists from all over the world. An amazing 6 days that it's been. We've had incredible participation, and thank you all for being involved. Global Oneness Day is our Earth Day for an awakened humanity, and it's such an important day of spiritual activism. In this case, almost week-long period of spiritual activism. So thank you for being involved. Now, of course, the invitation for Global Oneness Day is for each of us to become fully conscious, to step into our full potential, to become empowered, to live as one. That illusion, separation is an illusion. And where we understand it's an illusion, that in ultimate reality, that we're all emanations of the one, we live that way. And of course, when we live that way, we become very powerful. We become miracle workers, right? Because we're the lungs and arms and legs of the divine. That's what it means to live as one. And we share that we're in service because, of course, the divine and universe are in service to us. And once we share we're in service back, the miracles begin. Truly, we become the arms and legs and lungs of the divine. Now, we believe that all of us that were embodied at this time, that we were conceived to play an important role. That each person is here, not by accident, but by will. That we were actually called from all parts of the cosmos to embody and to be here on the earth at this time to play our important role. As we can see, there's nobody on high that's going to do this work for us as we talk about living in oneness, creating flourishing in our homes, in our communities, and out in the world. There's no leadership showing up politically or even in the ancient wisdom, new thought community. Right? The message that's being shared is that we are the ones, all of us, that embodied to be here now to do this important work. So that calls on each of us to really step into the circle of responsibility and to take positive action. And as part of that, to really grow into the fullness of all that we can be as conscious people and as conscious leaders. Now, the really neat thing is that when we do this, we become invigorated. We step into our purpose. We become passionate. We get our dreams back. Just sit with that for a moment, because I know that you'll feel its truth. It is such an amazing thing where we really, in a sense, self-realize by understanding that we're one and really living as one in service, and where we understand that the power of the divine and of universe aren't out there, they're in here through our intention setting, through our metaphysical living, through our devotion, through our service, right? We can feel how powerful we are with others as we're lifting the earth and lifting humanity. Now, as our contribution to this and to keep the good work of Global Oneness Day going, I've created a free online event series called The 3 Keys to Becoming Conscious Leaders. And the first program is on next Wednesday, October 30th. And then there are 2 other programs that follow. I bring to these 3 programs all of the wisdom that I've accumulated over 25 years. When I was blessed to be in the right place 25 years ago, starting one company and then a second one that were based in Silicon Valley, and that each grew to become great oak trees in size, and employees that were located all over the world in the case of the second company. And then after that, because of course I was called to leave the American dream in Silicon Valley, move with my family to Boulder, Colorado. And after that, I co-founded with Neil Donald Walsh Humanities Team. And of course, over the last 16 years, we've grown Humanities Team into all of what it's become with you and other really important partners and colleagues that are located all over the world. So I'm going to share those stories, all of my lessons learned, or many of my lessons learned during the program, including things like how I was led to my wife, which was really important because I love her dearly. But also she's somebody who was able to stand with me through this period where I released the American dream and said to her I might not ever have an income again. You know, will you raise a family with me? And fortunately, she said yes. So I'll share that story. And then how Stephanie and I were led to the two birth moms that conceived our children, our amazing children that were the ones that were to come to our family. And I'll share actually a lot of other stories, but I'll also share about how we were led to this gorgeous home that we live in Boulder, Colorado today, and how a phone call just out of the blue in the space of a minute changed our whole lives, because it's what allowed Stephanie and I to buy this incredible home on the last day during the last hour of our visit to Boulder from the San Francisco Bay Area. So I'll share those stories. The reason for sharing these stories is because, in a sense, this is my spiritual toolkit, my lessons learned. Some of them are quite challenging lessons, which I'll share too. The 3 stories I just shared are some of the more fun stories, but there were some real zingers in there that I'll share as well. So I'll pull these spiritual tools out of my toolkit and share them to support your own conscious leadership journey and to help accelerate your journey into all that you were meant to become. So if you resonate with this, there's a link here with this video and in the comments that you can click on to register for this series of online events called the 3 Keys to Becoming a Conscious Leader. Join me on Wednesday, October 30th, and then for these 2 subsequent free online events that follow. I'll be telling a different story in each one. Okay, thanks so much again for participating in Global Oneness Day and helping Global Oneness Day message go year-round. Namaste to all of you.